Look at non-white racial groups being held responsible for stopping white supremacy. Good afternoon, party people. It's your girl Yael, aka Blue Box Blues, and this is your news with a view. Up first, the third time's a charm. That's right, parts of Europe are preparing for their third wave of coronavirus cases as the pandemic surges once again. I don't know why y'all keep playing around like this virus ain't here to stay. So far, parts of Germany, France, Italy, and the Czech Republic are all easing back into lockdown restrictions after cases have surged out of control once more. This coming on the heel of the AstraZeneca drama, which might potentially link blood clots with the life-saving vaccine. I know over here in the US we're starting to open up the vaccine pool and all that other stuff. The jury's still out on how long those immunity levels are going to be effective for. Please don't wild the fuck out for spring break, or else we ain't never going outside again. Up next, America's got white boy problems. It's been a stellar week for American white supremacists. Between the Atlanta shooter who killed 6 Asian women along with 2 other people, the media promptly blamed it on his sex addiction, and the young Army vet who was caught outside of anti-cop Kamala Harris's house, both of whom were arrested without incident. Before one of you fucks say that he complied and that's therefore why he was not taken in with an incident, I'll give you the case of the white boy spring breaker who not only fled from the cops but ran out of the van as well too while being cheered on at the beach, and again, no fucking incidents. It's time for America to realize that we have a really big problem with these white supremacists. Something you think we would have dealt with when the motherfuckers stormed the Capitol on January 6th. While news media is trying to figure out how black people can be more helpful in stopping Asian hate, investigators are still trying to gather enough evidence to clear the high bar set for making this whole thing a hate crime. He went to 3 separate Asian businesses and murdered 6 Asian women. Somehow they don't have enough evidence. Sounds about white. Next up, the Biden administration is pulling no punches. In an interview this week, Joe Biden took shots at Vladimir Putin, going so far as to agree with the reporter when asked if he believed that Putin was a killer. Spot-on statement considering that Russian lawyer Alexei Navalny is currently sitting in a Russian detention camp after being poisoned by Putin's people. Putin fired back his signature shade by bringing up slavery and the fact that people were being assassinated by the police. Dude said it takes one to know one. This was underscored by U.S. and China's first set of talks since the Trump administration left the building. The U.S. telling China that it could expect a more violent world if it didn't cooperate with the rule of law. You know, since China's living its best dystopian life by oppressing Hong Kong and also committing genocide against the Uyghurs. And China also fired back with the whole people being assassinated by the police. You know, when you remove the threat of a potential world war, politics got some drama in that shit. And the most hilarious part is, they're all right about each other. This is better than a telenovela. All joking aside though, mentally this was a really rough week. While people argue on the internet about Biden's proposed tax hikes that probably won't even affect them, given the fact that most of y'all don't make anywhere near $1 million or over $400,000, nor will anytime soon. The most disturbing thing that I saw was in my comment section this week. All because I chose to label the Atlanta shooter a white male terrorist. Somehow that led to calls of me being racist, me perpetuating hate, and somehow me speaking about it causing more of these problems. Now, mind you, I stated that rewarding white male violence against other ethnic groups is actually an effective tool of suppression and a great way to guarantee that white men will never join the ranks of other ethnic groups when it comes time to fight against the powers that be. They get told every day that if they comply and don't resist, it's okay if they have a bad day or two or shoot a couple schools up or anything of the sort like that. They get told it's okay to act out every now and then. Just don't fight the system. And then other groups are left with the weight of doing the emotional labor necessary of processing a system that's fucked up to all of us. And the craziest part is, Y'all really believe that other ethnic groups hate you because of the color of your skin. We really don't care. All we want is a better quality of life and existence. The same thing I'm pretty sure a lot of you want too. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why y'all keep going on these fucking shooting sprees. Cause somehow y'all feel y'all's brand of Duck Dynasty vigilante ass style justice is gonna solve a problem. The problem of frustration in a society where you gotta work too hard in order to feed your family. The society that's hard as hell to function in if you don't have some kind of drinking or drug problem. The society that limits your opportunity because you weren't born in the right family, even though you were born the right color. Ain't y'all tired of being shit on by America, white folk? Ain't y'all tired of being told you're superior but living in areas that don't reflect that? Aren't y'all tired of being lied to by politicians who only talk to you every 2 to 4 years to fire you up? I know the rest of us ethnic groups are. And we're not calling for you guys to have your heads on a spike either. All we're saying is, we're tired. You're tired. How about we be tired together and get these fuckers in Washington to do what they need to do? Give us universal basic income and healthcare and better quality schools by taxing the fuck out of these Silicon Valley corporations. But you know, go ahead and be racist. If China, the US, and Russia get to scrapping, who y'all got money on? I get the bulk of my news from TMZ, Twitter feeds, CNN, and a couple of other places. But if you see something you want me to cover, don't be shy, tag me in.
Never been afraid to speak my mind.